Good
Yes,
evening.
good evening, everyone.
It's good to have you here.
Excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. We're going to get straight into it. Now, before we get into the beauty queen, you have the big crown on and everything. Before we even get there, could you just give us a little bit of an introduction to yourself outside of the beauty pageant world?
Wow, where do I begin? But first of all, thank you, and I'm excited for all those that are joining us. Please make sure you share with your friends and family. Anyone and everyone who has a Facebook account should be listening to the show right now. I am Fayola Delica. I was born in Miami but raised in Broward. I am a nurse by profession. I'm an international award-winning speaker, an international best-selling author, a #1 Amazon best-selling author. I am a minister, a prophetess. I am a youth advocate. I'm an educator. I'm a community leader. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Just a woman of God, just wanting to make a difference in the world.
You're a little bit idle then. You don't have much going on.
No. Never a dull moment in my world.
Quite the opposite. You have quite a full life there.
Yes. I keep myself quite busy.
You certainly do. Now, how do you find time for the beauty pageant world? And in fact, before you even answer that question, introduce Miss Florida Plus America pageant for us. Just tell us a little bit about what that is.
Well, I'm excited to be the reigning queen, the Miss Florida Plus America 2018, and your first runner-up for Miss Plus America 2018. The pageant system is a faith-based pageant system that is a nonprofit organization that started out of a need to provide a platform for curvaceous women. We don't like to say plus size. We know that's generally the term that people use, but we like to say curvaceous or voluptuous, a little more on the thick side. And so we wanted to showcase that women are beautiful in all color, shapes, and sizes, not what typical pageantry is about, where women are, the typical 5'9", 90 pounds, wearing size 0, with long straight hair. Of course, during pageantry, I do have my wigs, but it's a platform to really showcase women, to let them know that they're beautiful, and to just allow God to use them. And ironically, it's become a part of my ministry.
Oh,
yes,
beautiful. We could expand on that a little bit later on.
Yes, of course.
But how long has this pageant been in existence, and who started it?
Well, Miss Plus America pageant system started with Millissa Stamper. It's a little under 20 years that it started. She, of course, is the visionary, the founder of the organization, and currently the executive director and the owner is Marcella Mayer out of Atlanta, Georgia. And, of course, she has her team with her, and just continuing the vision. I had the opportunity when I competed for the first time in nationals this past July, and I had an opportunity to meet Millissa Stamper.
And last July, was that the first time you entered a pageant such as this?
No, actually the first time I entered a pageant was Miss Corporate America in 2016.
Okay.
I was Miss Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Unfortunately, I did not win, but ironically, I lived to the model that 80% of life is just showing up.
Yes.
Because even though I did not place in that pageant, right after the pageant was over, a gentleman approached me. He said, "I would like you to compete in my pageant." And I'm like thinking to myself, I just lost badly. I don't understand. Like, is this a joke? Am I being punked? And he was like, "No, you really have something in you, and I really want you to consider competing for my pageant." He said, "But it's only 3 weeks away." So I was like, okay, wow. And he said it was for Florida Miss Plus America. And I was like, I don't know. I know I'm a little thick, but, I thought if I could lose another 10, 20, maybe 30 pounds, I could fit into the typical. Yeah, I was like, maybe I can fit in the typical pageant system. But, I gave it some thought. And when I tell you, I'm glad I said yes. I competed for the first time in this system in 2016 for the Florida Miss Plus America. I was first runner-up for Miss Florida Plus America 2016. And then, of course, and that gentleman, excuse me, I didn't say his name, is Rafael Gallego. We call him Papa Raf. He was the state director for a couple of years and recently just got promoted to the national director for Miss Plus America. And so 2017, he called me up, and I don't like to lose, so I was done with pageantry. Even though I was homecoming queen in high school, but that really didn't really count as pageantry. And he's like, well, I have another opportunity for you, and you really, really have to do it.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, gosh. And so it was Miss Gospel International 2017. And so I won first runner-up for that. And so a part of the prize was to get half of my registration fee for the the Florida Miss Plus America 2018.
So I see the stepping stones,
yes,
which led you to taking part in this one and subsequently winning it.
Yes,
right?
I'm glad I did. I worked really hard. I spent a lot of money, but it was an investment because it has opened so many doors for me, and that's what pageantry is really all about. You know, people think it's just beautiful women, you know, whatever size they are, with a crown and a sash just prancing around a stage. But really, it's an opportunity to push a cause, push your business, or push whatever idea is a part of your platform.
All right. So we're getting some love hearts in the chat room here. Let me give you a little bit of feedback already. Hey, Lana, welcome to the show. This is Fayola. She is a beauty queen, and she's going to talk about her journey a little bit more in a little while. Hey, Nick, welcome to the show. Luke says, yes, sister, you tell it.
All right now.
Carla's here. Welcome, Carla. And Marcia, Kevin Stew, Sandy Bradshaw, Novel T. Welcome to you all, Cliff Townsend as well. And I thank you all for sharing. Tag somebody, let them know that we have an inspiring message for our audience today. Now, Fayola,
yes,
talk about what the pageant world has to offer, just a little bit more, because you touched on it. It's not just a beauty show, it's not just a beauty pageant, but you said it opens doors, but it also has different programs, I know, that help you to develop into certain areas. Could you just talk about that a little bit?
Well, I'll take it from a personal perspective. Before competing, I was very engaged in the community, very active in different things. I ran for office before. You know, I was a mover and shaker in my own right.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I was pretty confident as well. But when I started to compete in pageants, I realized that I may be confident as a person, but my body image was a challenge that I dealt with a lot because my weight tends to fluctuate. And the other thing was to help me become a better woman. You know, it's one thing when, you know, I really believe we never arrive to a place. You know, iron sharpens iron. And so meeting so many awesome women, like with my state pageant, Florida Miss Plus America system, it is a sisterhood. It is a family through good and bad, through it all. Like our new state director, Mrs. Nisha McFreeman, she recently lost her husband to cancer. And so we all came in, we supported, we're still supporting. She has two beautiful young daughters. One is about to graduate high school, go on to college, and then the other one I believe is in 11th grade. And so it's a system, it's a family. You build, it's not just a network, it's an opportunity. Whatever you're missing in your life, whatever you're missing in your personal and professional development, pageantry can be that answer. You know, I did talk about people use it to promote. In pageantry you have a platform. That means, what is your signature cause?
Yeah, what was your cause?
Mine is Empowerment 360. I am the founder, president, and CEO of the 360 Evolution Academy. I started it before I got into pageantry.
Okay.
I started in 2014 because I saw a need, and it's a holistic etiquette school for youth between the ages of 11 and 17.
All right, and boys and girls?
Boys and girls,
nice.
Yes. That's what makes us unique. A lot of programs tend to only focus on boys or girls, and I realized, actually I didn't realize, the community did. Because initially I wanted to work with girls because I'm a woman and I can relate to women.
Yeah.
And as I was out in the community promoting my first class, 2014, a young man at 12 came up to me and said, I want to learn how to be a good man. I want to learn how to be a father. Why are you not having a program for boys? And I couldn't say no after that. So we do boys and girls, and this is our 5th year.
Very good.
And so we're really excited. We've been in Broward for the first 3 years, and last year was the first year we were in Dade County, and we're going to continue in Dade County, and then eventually we want to go to Palm Beach. So we want to target the Tri-County area of South Florida.
That is super duper. Welcome, Melody. Welcome, Jack Brandy as well. Expand a little bit more on some of the other programs that you do.
Well, there's different pageant systems. Some have scholarships. For instance, I'm a pageant a pageant coach for Miss Transform Me IET.
Oh,
and, that system is really about promoting a culture culture, pride in their culture, but as well there's the opportunity to encourage women to have nonprofit organizations. So that's their system. There's another system that I'm actually working on. It's a new system. So it's still in the process, and that one's going to be a scholarship. So it depends on what you're looking for, what age range. You know, for our system, we have the MISS category, which is for those who are 20 and under, 29 and under, excuse me. And then we have our MS category, and of course the MISS, they're not married. And then the MS category is for those that are 30 and up, not married. And then we have the MRS category, which is 29 and up that are married. So each in those different systems, there is an opportunity to compete. And one of the things is, despite that we're competing against each other in our categories, of course, for the title, you build a sisterhood, you build a friendship. Like a lot of the girls that I competed with, whether at the state level or the national level, we've become friends.
Yes, yes. And what's different about yours, I think, is that it actually caters to married people as well, and all age groups.
Well, a lot of them tend to, yes. If you're talking about the more traditional, the major ones, usually they cut off about 27.
Yeah.
So like the Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss International, Miss Earth, Miss Echo, all those different ones, they tend to have an age cutoff. Right. But there are other systems that are more open and inclusive to other women in different categories and other age groups.
Now, does this pageant, what's it called, the Florida Miss Plus America pageant, do they include all cultures, or is this just a thing for one culture only?
No. We are very diverse. Currently, we have approximately about 20 plus girls competing for our pageant, for the state pageant, which is the last Saturday of this month. And they're from all backgrounds. We have Hispanic, we have African American, we have Caribbean. I don't know if we have anyone representing the Caucasian community, but it's an open, there's no discrimination within our pageant system.
All right. Actually, I'm going to just throw up a couple of pictures as we're talking here, because I saw a picture of several ladies. Let's see if I can find that shot for us to look at. What has this done for you as a woman, as a person?
Well, as I alluded to before, I was pretty confident. It did help me with my body image,
but I'm sure
more
there's
acceptable.
Probably other people who are maybe not as confident. So it really helps those that are confident and also those who are not, right?
I mean, I tell people when they're going to compete in a pageant, be open to the process. Of course, the end goal is to win the pageant. You want that title. But if you are open, as there's a quote that says, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And in the journey, if you are open to the pageantry process from the time you apply, or even before you even apply to compete, while you're thinking about competing in a pageant, during the application process, during the competition process, the prep process and the competition, you really begin to understand who you are and identify certain things in you that you may need to work on. And it's a great way for personal development, as far as it's not just self-esteem. Maybe you don't feel like you have a support system.
Right.
Or maybe it's you having a challenge getting your message out there. It's a great way to fine-tune your message and really bring exposure to your cause, your business, whatever your platform is. So it really depends on what you need, but there's something for everyone in this pageant system.
That's beautiful. We have Naisha, and this is this somebody that you work with, right?
Yes, that is my wonderful state director. We call her the Queen Maker of Florida. She has competed in various pageant systems, have won various titles, and she's our new state director. We're so excited because she is passionate about pageantry. Welcome
to you, Naisha. It's great to have you viewing one of your sisters here. Fayola is a true example of what a queen is, with or without the crown.
Oh, thank you,
and
Mama
then she
Nisha.
Also goes on to say, yes, we do have delegates of European descent.
Yes.
Okay, that's very, very good. It's open to different cultures. That's wonderful. Inclusive.
Yes.
Inclusive. That's great. All right. Can you talk about now? I can clearly see that you are a success story of this program. Can you talk about maybe one or two others who you would consider to be a success story of the pageantry?
Yes, I definitely would have to say one of the success stories from the state level is my sister reigning queen, Yannick Bryant. And the reason why I chose to speak about her, we do have our Miss Kim Wooten. But the reason I spoke about Yannick, because as a young woman who's competed in various pageants, as a woman who has a disability that's visible, a physical disability, and she breaks all barriers of what beauty looks like. A beautiful woman, but once again, she has a physical element that's obvious, but yet for her drive, her passion, her ambition, her platform is mentoring young girls. She has her own baker. She's a bakery. She has her own baker, and she's an educator. She's a mover and shaker. She is very active in the community. She's someone who's very passionate. She's of Jamaican descent, and she is really an inspiration to just break all odds of what society says beauty is. Because when you look at her, you would see beauty written all over her face.
We're here talking with Fayola Delica, who is a pageant queen, a beauty queen, and so much more. When you made your introduction there, as a matter of fact, I didn't know you did all those things. Why don't you give us a little bit of a hint to what your book is about? Maybe you can just do a quick plug for your book.
Well, I have a number of books. I've written 7 so far.
Oh.
Yes, and I hope to have my own library by 2020. I'm just joking.
Run down the list of books.
Okay, I have The Ultimate Speaker's Manual, the How to Presenting a Professional Speaking Business. I have The Ultimate Life Coach Manual, the How to and Presenting a Professional Life Coach Business. I have Resiliency, Living Life by Design. I have My Journey, My Journal. Okay. I have a woman 365-day woman devotional coming out sometime this quarter. And I also have Women Breathe Again. That's another book coming out sometime this quarter. I'm currently working on a book about prayer. Next year, I'll be working on a book about the Ultimate Entrepreneur's Manual. So it's a series for the ultimate. Yes. It's the ultimate coaching. So there's going to be one for speakers, for life coaches, for authors, for entrepreneurs, and there's going to be one for nurses.
Wow.
So we're definitely going to make sure we tag every category, every space that I have been able to excel. I want to write a book to help others. So whether you're a veteran in that space or whether you're just coming into that space, those how-to books are really a manual, step by step, on how to produce in those capacities.
I am so impressed, my dear.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, and I forgot another one, 20 Beautiful Women. That's
all right,
another book.
We're going to overlay those books. If you can give me those images.
Oh, of course. Before I leave, definitely I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Yes. Make sure they reach out, and definitely there's even another book that I'm working on for next year is Leadership.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Now, you have an event coming up at the end of the month.
Yes.
Let's hear about this event.
Well, as we call it, it's pageant month, but the real excitement gets when it's pageant week. And so the Miss Florida Plus America 2019 is having their competition March 29th. We have our optionals in the afternoon and the final pageant in the evening. And so we're inviting everyone. We want you to come from out the wazoots, from the left, the right, the north, the south, the east, and the west, wherever you are. You need to get on a plane, on a train, in your car, or walk, or even get on a horse and come out to see these delegates do an awesome, it's just so exciting to see these 20 plus delegates are going to be working to see who's going to win the title. I'm telling my successor, look at here.
Oh,
you better take it to another level, because I've worked very hard to make sure I told my state director, this title, I'm holding it hostage. They're gonna have to get a new title for the new state queen, because I'm holding the Miss Florida Plus America title hostage. But it's definitely, tickets are inexpensive. You can go on eventbrite.com, or you can check us out on our Facebook page. It's Florida Miss Plus America. You can also connect with me, or connect with Nisha McFreeman, our state director. Also our assistant state director is Shelly Ledger, and all the queens. So if you want to just connect with me, and we'll definitely put you in that space. If you are interested in competing maybe next year, or you would just like to come out and support support and see what it's about. Or even if you want, they have vendoring opportunities, they have sponsorship opportunities. So there's something for everybody. So if you may not like pageantry, but you want to promote your business, or you even want to sponsor someone to come and watch the show, whatever it is, we would love to support.
That's so amazing. Marcia Demers said, I just went to send Fayola a friend request and saw that she was already friends. Marcia is also a author as well. So
we'll definitely have to connect.
Definitely connect. Ted Greaves, good evening to you, sir. Teddy.
Good evening.
Michelle Bella's here. Welcome, Michelle Bella. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
You are so impressive. I can see why you won. Because it's not just about beauty, which of course you are, but it's also about your involvement in the community, as well as a lot of different other things. What do people look for when you compete as a beauty queen?
It varies. Some of the titles that I've won besides the state title, I've won Best Evening Gown last year for the national. That's for the state level. I got the Community Service Award for the state level. For the national level, I believe I scored the highest on the onstage question. Each pageant.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
So it depends on what the pageant requirements are. For ours, the different levels of judging, of course, is your interview. There's the interview process before the actual pageant. That's a part of your scoring. This year we have the state costume. Before it was just part of the introduction, but that's also being judged. We have your evening gown. We have your elegant pants wear. We have your onstage question, and then we have optional. So if you want to do talent, if you want to do cover girl, which we have our cover girl winner already. If you want to do photogenic, if you want to do community service. So there's different options that you can be a part of outside of the actual final pageant process. And once again, it opens so many doors of opportunities, because another thing that it did for me is, besides having all the other businesses that I have, I also am a national director for international pageants. With my business partner, with Royale International, and then we have Royale Talent Management. So we do training for international girls that want to compete in international pageants, as well as scouting for artists, models, actresses, actors, because your passion just continues. It's like a bag of chips.
Yes.
Once you have one bag of Lay's chips, you can't stop in pageantry. So generally, those really have a passion for pageantry, after they stop competing, they say they're retired. And I say it like this because sometimes you come back in because the itch just keeps coming. But some of them go into pageant. They come into pageant directors, or produce pageants, or own their own pageants. So it's just an exciting experience. I said it's it was a divine plan for me, because it helped me to propel in what God was already doing in me.
Yes. I can clearly see that you enjoy it.
I do.
You talk with such passion. And Heather Plush says, very impressive, Sister Queen.
Hi, Heather. That's one of our delegates.
All right. So you can get involved. Now, if somebody wants to learn more about the pageant, this particular pageant, or all of those opportunities you spoke about, where can they go for more information?
Well, definitely I would direct them to the national website, which is www.missplusamerica.com, and that will give you a general idea of the national pageant. Now, throughout the country, we do have state directors. It's not all 50 states are covered, but for those that have state directors, you can go to the page, you can peruse through the website, and you'll find a list of state directors, and you can reach out to them if you're considering competing to locate your state director. Now, if there's not a state director for where you're in the state that you reside in, you can go as a member at large. So there's different ways that you can compete in the system, but definitely check out the website. They also have a Facebook page, Miss Plus America, and you can find a lot of information. You can go on YouTube and Google them, and you'll see past pageants, and I tell you, you be impressed what comes on stage. Like my sister queens, they work it from the gowns to the elegant pants wear, and we have some talented women. One of our lifetime queens, Rachel, out of Jacksonville, she sung the national anthem at one of the ballpark games in Jacksonville. So our sister queens are really working it. They're educators. They are business owners.
Yes.
They are even my sister queen, Mrs. Kim Wooten, her platform is autism because she works with special need kids. And she has a passion and drive, a sense of humor as well. And so these women are movers and shakers in their own right. Yes. They're really doing different things in the community.
Now, we have a lot more people that have joined the room since we started. Ooh. Just give us a little bit of an introduction again to what this pageant is. It's Miss Plus. Just talk about that plus element of it, because just in case they're missing the point here.
Yes, you definitely don't want to miss this. Once again, I'm Fayola Delica, your Miss Florida Plus America 2018 and your first runner-up from Miss Plus America 2018. And I'm excited to be here with Millissa on her show today and talking about pageantry for curvaceous women.
There you go.
So Miss Plus America is for women who are size 14W or a higher size, a bigger size. And it's really a platform to showcase that women are beautiful in all colors, shapes, and sizes. You don't have to be the typical 5'7", 90 pounds, long hair type of silhouette or physique in order to compete in pageants. There are pageants like Miss Plus America that provides a platform for plus size women, provides a platform to say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it is a faith-based nonprofit organization. The owner and executive director is Marcella Mayer, and the national director is Rafael Gallego.
Beautifully said. Now, just remind us again of the event that's coming up at the end of the month.
Yes, you definitely want to get your tickets fast, because we want to make sure this is a sold-out event, standing room only, because we are bringing it. We are 20-plus delegates strong. One of our major sponsors is Ashley Stewart, and it's so exciting that they actually posted a picture that we took during our boot camp with some of their merchandise on. So it's so exciting to really use platforms to expose this pageantry, plus Miss Plus America. And so the Florida Miss Plus America, the state level, is happening March 29th on a Saturday. In the afternoon, we have our optional, so there's going to be talent, there's going to be so many different women, there is going to be the commercial optional, and then that same night in the evening time we'll have the final pageant. So you're going to see women competing for the MS category, the MISS category, and the MRS category. So you definitely have to be in the place.
This sounds so exciting. Where is it going to be?
It is going to be at Holiday Inn in Hialeah. I believe it's off 826 exit, 103 exit. So you definitely want to go to eventbrite.com, type in Florida Miss Plus America. You will be able to buy your tickets there. Make sure you hurry up and get a ticket ASAP. Buy a ticket for 10 other your friends. If you want to be a vendor, there's vendoring opportunities. If you would like to sponsor, to get promote your platform, whether it's your business or your cause, nonprofit, you definitely want to connect with Nisha McFreeman, who's the state director, and you can also follow us. We are on Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if we're on Twitter, but I know we're definitely on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. So definitely check us out on our social media platforms.
Awesome. Kelly's here, and she says Fayola is a phenomenal queen.
Thank you. Same
Double
to you.
T is giving us love little hearts, and Miss Bella says, love this.
So I look forward to seeing you all on Saturday, March 29th, to come out and support these women. They have been working hard. They have been doing so many great things, because one of the things in competing, you actually have to be out in the community and doing media, doing appearances. So these women are working hard to make a difference in the world. They are your change makers. They are your history makers, and we want you to be a part of history. So make sure you come out Saturday, March 29th, and hang out with us. It's going to be an awesome time.
That is going to be amazing. We are going to end in just a second here, and I want to give you the opportunity to give any shout outs that you'd like, and then we're going to just end with a song.
Well, I want to say thank you again for Millissa for having me on the show to provide an opportunity to talk about the Florida Miss Plus America pageant that's taking place this Saturday. Taking place on Saturday. I'm so excited. I wish it was this Saturday. Taking place Saturday, March 29th. I have to give a shout out, of course, to Marcella Mayer. She is the owner and executive director of Miss Plus America, the national director, Rafael Gallego, our state director, Nisha McFreeman, our assistant state director, Shelly Ledger, of course, my lifetime queens, my reigning queens for 2018, Unique and Kim, our former queens, our delegates, and anyone who just loves the Miss Florida Plus America pageant system. We have a lot of supporters. We hope that you will become a part of that circle of supporters. Definitely, please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Go to eventbrite.com and get your tickets now.
Awesome. Go ahead, Naisha, and put in the link to the Eventbrite and also to your website, and we will have that recorded when they play it back, because we have a certain amount of people that tune in live, but then it keeps on playing. It's going to keep on playing, and people will keep on tuning in as you guys continue to share it as well. All right, Fayola, you have been phenomenal.
Well, thank you. You have been phenomenal as well.
I want to thank you. I want to leave with a song that came to mind. And guess what the song is called?
What is it?
Queen.
Ooh,
by La Vie.
Thank you all so much. Please make sure you come check us out Saturday, March 29th. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and we'll definitely connect. But make sure you get your tickets.
Well, this is our first date, so I don't really.
It's been amazing having you. I know that this song starts with a little bit of a dialogue, so
trying to get to know you.
And everyone's
but I have a lot of things.
You don't need a sash and a crown to be considered a queen. So walk in your queendom, walk in your purpose, and be divinely living it out every day.
That's right. All of my ladies here are queens. We have Naisha, Sandy, Novelty, Bishopella, Kelly, Heather.
Excuse me?
Sandy. I want to say the men are the kings.
Yes, we have kings. We have pageants for men, too.
Have a good night.
That'll be the next show. Bishopella, we have Marcia Demers, Lana, you're a queen. We have Papa Beato's a king of ours. Melody is a queen. Luke is a king.
All right, now.
All right, everybody.
Kings and queens are in the house.
Check out this La Vie and Queen.
Treat me like a queen, a queen.
Bye for now.
Bye.
We're not going anywhere. I've still got to finish the show, right?
Because I am a queen, a queen. If you're gonna love me how you love me, boy, just make sure you love me right. I'm not the kind of girl you can win in one night. Fool me with your lies, oh no. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not the one you call 3 a.m. in the morning just because you're lonely, oh no.